So for lesson 12, this is the last one that we're going to be going through in this course. After this lesson, you'll have your final project that you're going to be working on, and you'll be preparing for the certification exam. So for this one, you are going to get a little introduction to JavaScript. And so you will be learning about JavaScript events, variables, and functions. And so this just kind of gives you a little overview of the language. We'll talk about the variables, which are also called identifiers. There's quite a few examples in here. If you're familiar with regular programming or traditional programming, a lot of the data types and variables are going to be familiar to you, so you'll probably pick up on those really quick. And if this is your first exposure, you may have to read through this a couple times. But JavaScript is a loosely typed language, so it's not as strict as far as rules go. We do talk about methods and functions, the difference between the two, because JavaScript is an object-oriented language. So you're going to get a little introduction to several different areas of the JavaScript language. And you will also be working on a textbook assignment that gives you a little bit of practice using the language. And there are videos on all of these that explain to you exactly what you need to do. For the first one, you are going to be downloading a couple graphics, and you'll end up creating a page that looks something like this. And we are using the on-click event handler. This is the actually the easiest way to implement it. And so the first exercise is giving you a little taste of JavaScript events. Then you'll be learning the different ways of putting JavaScript into a web page. That's what task 3 is showing you how to do. Task 4 gets into interactive features. We're actually going to use the prompt command, where the user is prompted for something, they key it in, and you're going to end up storing the value. And then you end up displaying it back. So as you work through this, you're just going to get a little feel for different areas of the language. And so that is pretty much what you're going to be working on this week. If you don't have a Certiport account, you do need to create one. And there are directions in here on how to do that. There's a link to Pearson. This account is necessary for your certification exam. So you do need to have an account. You do not need a voucher. And we have the vouchers for you. So all you have to do is create the account and remember your username and password. Do not purchase a voucher. We have those. Okay, so the account is needed for you to actually take the test. If you already have an account, then what you should put in the Dropbox is a screenshot of you logged in. So this is me logged into Certiport. It says, "Welcome, Lisa." You're going to need to log in and just take a little screenshot of that. And if you're not familiar with screenshots, you can use the Snipping Tool. I have it right here. But you can also do a little search on snipping. Okay, and here it is. It's actually super easy to use. When you want to do a little screenshot, you just hit New, drag over whatever it is that you want to capture, and then you hit Save. And it'll save it as a PNG file, and you can upload PNG files to the Dropbox. So that is what you have for this week, the exam, the Certiport account, and the textbook assignment. There is no lab assignment this week. You will be working on your final project next. And the final project does incorporate a little bit of JavaScript, nothing major, just a little bit that you have to put in there. Plus it has to be responsive, and it incorporates quite a few things that we've covered throughout the semester. And there'll be another video explaining all of that.